guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my second Empties video, and I think I filmed my first one about a month ago, so this is everything I've finished off in the last month. I didn't start all these things and finish them in 1 month's time, but these are just the things that I finished up in that period. So anyway, I have a bag full right here, and I'm just going to pull things out randomly and give you a little mini review on them. So let's get started. First up, I have this Up&up Oatmeal and Shea Butter Body Wash, and I do really like this body wash. It's very moisturizing. It doesn't have a very strong scent. It's very kind of basic, but I do like it a lot, and I think this is my second or third bottle of it, and I would definitely repurchase it in the future, but I'm not going to run out and do it right away because I have another body wash to get through right now. So yeah. So this is the same as the St. Ives Oatmeal and Shea Butter Moisturizing Body Wash. They're just the same exact thing. I've used that one as well, but this one's a little cheaper. Alright, so next up I have the L.A.M B Fragrance by Gwen Stefani Body Lotion, the All Over Me Body Lotion, and this is discontinued. I've had it up for a long time, so that's why I'm trying to use it up. This was in my Finish 6 by Christmas, and I got to right here, and then I added it to my Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo, along with some other body lotions, and I finished this off already. So I've kind of mentioned this before, but I like the scent of it. It smells nice, but the formula is a little bit greasy, and I really hate the packaging. So what you do is, it's closed, and then you twist this, there, and the hole kind of opens up, and you squeeze it out, and then you twist it back. So there's always, at the end, there's some product left on here, so you have to wipe it off. But even when you wipe it off, just because it's a little greasy, there'd be some residue left, and then when you put it down on your vanity or your shelf or whatever, if there's any hair or dust sitting there, it sticks to the cap, and it just gets really gross really easily. So I really hate dealing with that. But this one's gone. I do have another full-size bottle, but I'm just taking a little break before I move on to that one. This is the CVS Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover, and this is the same as the Neutrogena one. But I really liked this. It was very gentle. It didn't burn my eyes at all, and it worked pretty well at removing my eye makeup. So this is something I'll definitely repurchase. Right now I'm using a different one, but when I'm done with that one, I think it's the only one I have left, I think I'm definitely going to go back to this one, just because it's the gentlest one that I have tried. So this is a Bulgari hair conditioner, and this was from Glossybox, so it's kind of a pretty large sample size. And this smelled really nice, but if I remember correctly, the card that they gave us, it said that this was good to use on a day you don't want to use a fragrance because it will linger, and it did not linger at all. Pretty much as soon as you rinsed it out of your hair, you could barely smell it anymore. So I didn't like that about it, although it did smell nice, and I also just didn't like it as a conditioner very much. I felt like my hair got a little greasier a little faster when I used this, so it's not something I would purchase. Alright, so this is the Tom's of Maine 24-hour long-lasting women's deodorant. And it's aluminum free, so I got this a couple of years ago, I think, and I've kind of used it off and on. And it's in the scent Beautiful Earth. And the scent is nice, it's fine. I just really don't like the formula of this. I'm not sure, this might be my second tube of it, but it smells fine. I just felt like it left my armpits feeling very wet, and it didn't really go away. So I bought the La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant in January from Sephora, and I was going to wait until this was gone to use that one, but since I don't like this so much, I just opened the other one. I couldn't resist, and I've liked that a lot better, so I decided to just move on with this one. And there is a little bit left, I think maybe like this much left. So I did use quite a bit of it, and it's kind of old too. Just because I didn't like it so much, I ended up kind of going in and out with other deodorants. So I'm just glad to get rid of this, and I'm going to use the La Vanilla one right now. I might try some others, but I don't think I'll purchase this one again. Alright, this is the Soap & Glory Sugar Crush Body Butter, and this was in my Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo as well. So it's just a body butter. It smells like Sprite. I saw someone else on YouTube say that, and I was like, and then I smelled it again, and I was like, oh, it definitely smells like Sprite. So I really like the scent, actually, and I would definitely buy this again. I do have some more of these because I bought a little trio of these tiny ones, and then I have a full size of another scent. But this is definitely one I would purchase again in the future. Okay, next up I have a couple of face washes. This is the Nourish Organics Moisturizing Facial Cleanser in Cucumber and Watercress, and I got this in my Ipsy bag. and it was a huge sample. It lasted quite a while. I kept this in my shower, so I just used it whenever I was washing my face in the shower. I used it both before I got my Clairsonic and with the Clairsonic after I got it, and I liked it both ways. It was just a pretty basic cleanser. The smell was a little weird. It wasn't my favorite scent, but it did also leave my skin feeling a little squeaky clean, so Courtney K, if you're watching this, you wouldn't like this one, but it's fine. I don't think I'm going to run out and purchase it again because I prefer the one I use right now, but I wouldn't mind getting another sample of this. I would definitely use it instead of throwing it away. And this is another sample I had. It's the Clairsonic Deep Pore Daily Cleanser, and I got this with my Clairsonic in the little kit. I got a holiday set, so it had some samples in there. So this was a pretty big sample, and it's just kind of a gel cleanser, and I used it in the shower like the other one with my Clairsonic, and I really liked it. It's not something I'm going to rush out and purchase again, but I did like it, so maybe I would buy it in the future, but it's not something I'm like, oh my god, I need that right now. It's just pretty basic. Right, here's another face cleanser sample. This is the Mericier Flawless Skin Face Wash. And this was an exfoliating cleanser. It had like little things that were exfoliating, and I did not like this at all. I'm not a big fan of cleansers that have physical exfoliants in them. And this one, I found like it was a little too much for me on my face. It almost hurt. Like the first couple times I used it, I didn't notice that. But there was one time where it like almost hurt when I was trying to wipe it away, so I just decided this is not something I want to use on my face. So I used the rest up, I think, just on my body. So I did finish it off, but it's not something I'll ever try again. Alright, and this is the H2O Targeted Care Hand and Nail Cream, and I got this in a Beauty Box 5. I got a free box of that subscription service from Facebook. I only got that one box. But I did really like this hand cream, so I'd definitely purchase it in the future. I have quite a bit of hand cream right now, so I don't need any anytime soon, but I would buy this again. So, you know, I've never seen this in the store. I haven't looked for it, but I've never noticed it in stores. So I don't know if you can get this at like Target or Walgreens or whatever. I know that box usually sends like drugstore brands. So if you know where you can buy this, just let me know, just because I haven't noticed it before, and I would like to get it sometime. So. Alright, so next up is the Paula's Choice Resist Daily Pore Refining Treatment, and it's a 2% BHA chemical exfoliant. I really like this. I also have an AHA exfoliant from Paula's Choice, and I just kind of alternate between the two at night. And my skin has been so great since I started using Paula's Choice products about a year ago. So I'll definitely purchase this again. I have a different BHA as a backup. I have the gel, but I prefer the liquid, I think. So I think I would go back to this one when I run out of the gel. Right, so next I have a bunch of samples. I'm going to try to get them through them as fast as I can. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and it was in the shade Opal. And I actually have this in a little tube, but I hadn't opened that one yet. I was using the Pearl, and I was thinking about just trying to get through that one before I opened another one. But I'm glad that I had this sample and I tried it because I really liked the Opal shade. It's kind of a pinky, I don't know, you can kind of see, it's kind of a pinky shade, and so I feel like it's more subtle than like the bright white of the Pearl one I was using. So I feel like I can use this more on an everyday basis, and I really like it. It gives you a beautiful sheen. It's not glittery at all, it's just very beautiful. So I definitely would recommend this product. Alright, so I have two of the GlamGlow SuperMud masks, and I get really excited whenever I can get a sample of these. Just because I think they're so expensive that getting a free sample is exciting. And they're okay, but they're not my favorite masks, and they're way overpriced, so I would never purchase them, but I don't mind using the samples of them. So this one isn't my favorite one, the green one is. I actually have the green one right here. This is the PowerMud. So this one you put on your skin and just let it dry and then wash it off. And it's kind of similar to the black one. I'm not sure what the difference is. I've used both of them. The black one has like some big chunks in it, and this one I don't think does. But I prefer this one. This one is you put it on your skin, let it dry, and then you add water, and it kind of turns into a cleansing oil, and I do really like that. So I used this little tube of it. I think I had, I don't know, 4 or 5 uses in here. I'm not really sure. But I do like this one, but once again, I probably would never purchase it just because it's so outrageously priced. And yeah. Right, next up I have the Paula's Choice Resist C15 Super Booster. This is just a vitamin C serum, and I think this is my second or third bottle of it, and I've been using it for a while, and my skin is just in such good shape. I don't remember if I noticed a specific difference from starting to use this, just because I started using it a while ago, but I do like it and I'll continue to purchase it, and there's just a lot of good ingredients for your skin in this, so I kind of also see it as more of like a preventative thing. So who knows if it really does anything, I guess, but I will still use it because I trust Paula's Choice. They use a lot of research in what the ingredients they use in their products, so I feel like it's a good product and I'll keep using it. But if I didn't want to spend the money on buying a new one right away, I also wouldn't freak out if I didn't have it for a while. Alright, I forgot I was trying to do these samples. I got distracted by the GlamGlow. So let's see, I know I have 2 of the Fresh Face Soy Cleansers, and these are just pretty basic cleansers. I think I had some of these in my last Empties as well. So they kind of smell like cucumber, and it's just a basic cleanser. I didn't really like the smell, so it's not something I would probably purchase ever again, but I do like getting the samples, so I'll use those in the future. Then this is the First Aid Beauty face cleanser. It's just the regular one. It's fragrance free and allergy tested. It's very basic, but I really like it. I liked using the sample, and I recommended this to my sister when I was visiting her, and she bought it and I used it while I was there, and I really like it. I would think about buying it in the future, but I have a lot of face wash right now, like enough for the next year or so, so I'm not in the market for anytime soon. This is the Paula's Choice Skin Recovery Hydrating Treatment Mask, and I love this. I think I talked about this already, but I got 2 uses from this little packet, and it's really great if you have dry skin. So it's like a really thick kind of lotion or cream that you put on your face for at least 20 minutes, and then you can rinse it off, or you can even leave it on overnight. So I rinsed it off after 20 minutes, and my skin was so hydrated and smooth and silky. I cannot recommend this enough. I'll put my Paula's Choice referral code down below if you're interested in trying this. You can get $10 off your first purchase of $15 or more, and I'll also get a credit as well if you use it. Just putting that out there, but if you want to try it, I definitely recommend this. So I got 2 uses out of this packet, and I have a couple more packets, but when I go through them, I'm definitely going to purchase this. Yesterday I actually used it. My nose was starting to get a little dry. I live in Minnesota, and it's really cold, and the air gets really dry in the winter, and so my nose was a little dry, but I used it, and I feel it's great. Today it's perfect, and when I used it before, that lasted a week or so. So probably longer than a week actually, because I used this one a while ago. So I felt like it's a really great product. I can't recommend it enough. So if you have dry skin, you need to try this. This is the Soap & Glory Vitamin C Facial Wash, and it's another pretty basic cleanser, but this one had like little pink beads in it, and I'm not sure what type they were, but I know that some of those things are really bad for the environment, and there weren't really enough to do anything. And I just wasn't a huge fan of this one, so I wouldn't buy this one ever again. But it was okay, and it smelled nice, but not something I would ever purchase. This is the Amore Pacific Day Cream, Future Response Day Cream. It had SPF, but it was a pretty thick cream, and I thought it was a little too thick to use during the day, so I would never purchase this. This is the Origins High Potency Nightamins, and I made a note on this because I wanted to make sure I remembered that I used this at night, and I noticed that my face got really red, like my cheeks and my nose area, and my skin is really pretty resilient. Nothing really bothers it. I don't have a lot of breakouts or reactions to products, but this definitely made my skin red. It didn't really hurt or anything, but it's just not something I want to use in the future. So the only other product I've ever had like a little bit of a reaction to was the Origins Ginzing Eye Cream. I used that when I took a skincare class at Sephora, and we kind of put it all around here, and right up here I had some redness the next day. So I've just decided to avoid all Origins face products. So I got this sample as well. It's the Ginzing moisturizing. And I just threw this in my Empties because I'm not going to use it because it just doesn't work for me for some reason. Alright, so next up is the Smashbox Photofinish foundation primer, and this is the light one. It's kind of a white shade, and I did like using this. It was kind of like a moisturizer, made your face just really moisturized and smooth to put on your makeup, but it's not something, I didn't notice any difference in how long my makeup lasted or anything like that. So I didn't mind using it. It felt nice, but it's not something I feel like I need in my routine, so I'm not sure I would go out of my way to purchase this again. But if I got a sample or something, I would use it, but it wasn't my favorite primer that I've ever used. Right, next up I have some makeup. It's not all empty, but I'll explain that as we go. So this is the Benefit They're Real Push-Up Liner. This was in my Project 10 pan, and I did use this up. I wasn't a huge fan of this. There were days where I used this, and it made winged liner super fast and easy. And if you have never seen it, it has this little tip right here, and then you screw it up and the liner comes out, and you only need one click. I think per eye is what they say. I found I needed 1 to 2, but some days it just was a pain in the butt. Little chunks of the liner would kind of come out. Once I remember it got on the floor, I didn't notice. I stepped on it and the tiles in my bathroom were all black and my foot was all black. It was a huge pain in the butt. And sometimes like little chunks would come out on my eye, and it was just really messy whenever that happened. So this is not something I would ever buy again in the future. This is a perfume sample. It is Prada Candy, and it's a really kind of feminine floral scent, and that's just not my favorite type of scent. It didn't bother me, it was nice, but it's not a type of fragrance that I would purchase a bottle of. Okay, next I have a lipstick, and I actually did not use this up. I have quite a bit left. But I used this in my stash swatching video, and I kind of noticed that it looked a little weird when I was doing it, but by the time I finished the video I totally forgot and I just put it away. And then Feathers K pointed it out when I posted it, which I really appreciate, because after doing a little bit of research, this is mold. So that's really gross. And this is less than a year old, so I'm kind of disappointed by that. I think I got this in March or April of last year. And I did use it a little bit, but not that much, so it's kind of disappointing that I didn't get my money's worth out of this and that it went bad so quickly. So just kind of another eye-opening thing that makeup goes bad, and it can go bad quicker than you think it would. Okay, next I have 3 eyeliners, and these aren't empty either. I did a stash watching before shopping video with my eyeliners, and I just was really itching to declutter these, so I just decided to go for it, even there's no reason for me to hold on to these for no reason. So this is the NYX Collection Noir Liquid Black Liner, and this is the NYX Studio Liner in Extreme Black, and I don't know the difference between these. I don't think there is one. They both have the same type of applicator. It's like a little brush. The only difference is this one has like a really long handle, but they're pretty much the same thing. They dry to a shiny finish, which is not my favorite. I find the applicator pretty hard to work with. Now that I've tried the Kat Von D and the Stila liquid liners, I find those much easier to work with in a pen form. And when I remove this, I find it pretty hard to remove. I find I have to kind of scrub at my eyes, and it kind of comes off in chunks, and I just never reach for these anymore, so I decided to throw them out. There's no reason to keep them around. Alright, so my camera battery died when I was filming, so I'm going to try, I let it charge for a few minutes, and I'm going to try to get through the rest of these really quickly. But anyway, I was talking about the Rimmel Scandal Eyes liner. This is the thin and thicker one. I had another one of these. It was the first liner that I bought to try to, I just wanted something cheap to kind of learn how to do winged liner. And, you know, this worked okay. I would just kind of practice with it. Like if I was bored at night, I would just, you know, practice and then wipe it off and then practice again, which sounds silly, but it helped. But yeah, so this is just like a marker tip. And it's kind of hard, and I find it to be a little patchy. You kind of have to go over it, and it's not waterproof. It says it's waterproof, but it's not, and I learned that the hard way. One day I went out to lunch with my in-laws, and when we got back in the car, it had like melted down my face, and I was like to my husband, "Why didn't you tell me?" And he said he didn't notice, but it was totally noticeable. So for that reason, I'm just gonna toss this. I much prefer my Stila liquid liner and my Kat Von D for sure. The Kat Von D is my favorite. I found I really like the brush tip, so I never reach for these. I'm never going to use it, especially since I'm afraid it will melt down my face, so this is going in the garbage. Then finally I have these two Rimmel Show Off lip lacquers, and I was kind of inspired. I was on, if you've ever been on Reddit, they have some good makeup subforums, and there's one called Makeup Rehab, and it's kind of about people doing the same thing that we're doing here, like project painting, decluttering, and there was one post that said, like, I dare you to declutter something today, and so I decided that I was going to declutter these. I bought these because I heard great things about them here on YouTube, but I really don't like the formula. I don't like these colors either. I never reach for them. I'm not going to make myself go through them because I don't like them. So I decided to declutter these two lip products and just get rid of them. So they're drugstore. I used coupons. They were on sale too, so I did spend a few, I'm not sure how much I spent on these, but it's not worth using them, so I'm just going to throw them away. So yeah, so that's everything I used up in the past month or so. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!